So till now we have watched how to build and like how to fudge the website of Billboard. Today we will see about how to take this song and upload in our Spotify. So this was the previous uh, code which we have done to scrap the Billboard website. So if you have not watched it, so I recommend you to watch it. So here is a brief recap. Like this code will actually take the date we wanna download, we wanna get our songs. So here is the code. I might run it. So the first question that arrives is which year do you want to travel? Type the date. So here we have to strictly mention this format. So I will give 2002 0202. So this date I wanna listen to the songs. So see, it has given me the list of the songs that are present here. Okay, like this is the song name. Okay, so there are various songs names which are present. So this song's name we will now take this song name and upload in our Spotify. So to do this, we need to first go to the Spotify developers dashboard. So once we come to the Spotify developers dashboard, it will take it will be this kind of thing. So here we need to create one app. Okay, so let's create the app. So we need to give the app one name. So let it be traveling to my time. This is the name of my app I'm gonna give. Okay, so I recommend you to give this because every time coding the space might not take sometimes. Okay, so next we will give the app one description. So this is this is a test sample to upload my favorite song. Okay, so now the website, so this is not required. Now redirect URL. So this redirect URL is very important. So I recommend you to give this as https example.com. So this is the URL where it will be redirected and the authentication process will take place. So I then need to add it. Okay, so remember this URL. This URL is very important in case we'll move afterwards and show you how it is very important. Then we need to save it. So here we have created our very first application for the Spotify. Okay. Now coming to the coding part. So this is the place of the graph. It shows how much data has been used and as you know basic API functionality. So the code for this is that we will use one module that is called Spotipy. Now this module is Python's and it is used to like connect with the Spotify directly. It is a small module given. Now let me show you the documentation. So this is the documentation of the module. I recommend you to go through this documentation once before starting it, so it will give you a clear idea. Now this has all the given things where we can add our songs. We can like retrieve the songs directly from our offline website. So let's start with it. So first we need to import the Spotify. And from this we will give the authenticate tools. Now this authentication is specially designed, and what it does actually, so it requires some parameters. So we will let us begin this. Now it is Spotify dot Spotify. Okay. Then we will now the parameters, that is now we need to call the authenticate manager. Auth manager. Okay. So this is SPOTI Spotify authenticate. Then the parameter that is required is scope, So the scope is basically it's required, like as we know in GitHub we need to add one message before committing. So this is that time only. So we will write playlist modification. So this is our scope. Then we will go to the redirect URI. So in this redirect URI, we need to paste that one, like HT. Now I recommend you to copy from here directly. Go to the settings and copy from here. http://example.com, comma. Then we need to go to the client ID. Client ID. Now in this client ID, we have two client ID and client secret, which you will get here. View client ID and client secret. So we need to copy it from here and just paste it. So here we have got the client ID, then client secret. Now this is also needed to be copied from here. Now this is the client secret, and last and the next we need to require. Now we will do show dialog, and we will save this everything in a txt file. So let that be cache path. Cache path is equal to token.txt. Token.txt. Okay. So this is the total authentication requirement of the Spotify. Okay. Now what we will do? Now we will create the user ID. Now it will now what it does, it actually CURENT. Now whatever Gmail ID you are opening, it will take that as the current user, and will ask to get into login into the Spotify ID. So I so that so you need to go to the Spotify and go through the Gmail which you are opening, or which account you have in the Spotify. So it will take that account and it will gain access to our Spotify account. Okay. Now coming to the creating the playlist part. Okay. So till now we have just done the authentication. Now coming to the searching. Now first what we will do, as we know, this gives us one list of songs names, where now what we our code will do, it will enter into the Spotify account and search those songs. Okay, so what we will do, we'll try to create one list where while it will search and store every Spotify URIs here. Okay, then here we already got our year from them. So as we know, this the years format is given there. So the year format we need to like the split this. This is in the format of this. Okay, so we will remove that, as these are the rules of the API. So we need to do it more. There is no query of questioning. Okay. Okay. So what we will do, we'll do here 0. Okay. So here something happened. It's date. It's very important to their dot fit. Okay, so now we will loop through each and every song. So we will create one loop for this. So let me check once. Okay, okay. So we will loop through the list. So for song in song name, so we have given the as song names. Okay. So then result. So after that we want the Spotify to search through that. So we'll create search. Now we it has some parameters is equal to f. So it will print us and give us the songs which it is searching through. Okay, so this is like song, and we will also print the year. Okay, so here we have year. And we will do here type, and its type is equals to track. Okay, so then we will get a result. So then we will print this. So this will give me all the things like what is being uploaded in the Spotify. So this will give me one line text for it. Okay, so what I will do, I will just, so now sometimes with the whatever songs are there in the Billboard, it might not be in Spotify. So what we will do, we will first try to upload it. So try, then we will give the result. Okay, so this is result, the result of the track. Then we will give the items, and as we know the list starts from 0, so it will be from 0, and the URLs of this URIs for this. So this, then what we will do, we will upload, like we will append this in the URI so that it is easy to search. Okay, we will append this. So these are all given in the Spotipy. So we need to just follow whatever steps it is given. So if it is not there, so we will create one exception. Okay, so what exception will be there? So if it doesn't find the particular song which we have given, then I want it to print out something. So I will just give it, if you don't find the song, like song not found, not found. So it will just give me one simple word that it does not, it is not found, and it will just skip it. Okay, so when I write skip, okay, then what we will do, so here I need to add one thing, index error. Okay, so if that is not found, it will skip and move to the next one. So now let's create the playlist. So to create the playlist, we need to first call the Spotify, then the user playlist create. So this user playlist create. Okay, so this is what the Spotify PY wants. So we need to get the user. So user can be got from the user ID. Okay, then we will get the name. So in this name we will first give the date. Okay, then this is means we are giving the playlist name actually. So we will give the date, and we will give one name. Suppose my, let me give it my time travel. Okay, so my time travel, and we don't want it to be public, right? So we just want it to be public is equals to false. Okay, so now let's add those songs. So the playlist is created, then we will add those songs. So we will create sp dot playlist add items. So here it is, playlist add items, and then we need to get the playlist ID. So as we have given here the ID, so this will have the playlist ID. So this is like playlist ID, then we will one by one put the songs. Okay, so we have a low battery here, too much editing. So okay, so here items, the song URL. So here we will give the song URLs. Okay, so here we have some kind of mistake here. So what it is, playlist, we need to give only, it should have only the playlist. Okay, so playlist items and the song URLs. Okay, so sp dot items. So we have given the playlist here, we have the ID, and we don't have equals to, it's equals to. So this is the complete code where we have uploaded it. So now let's try it. Okay, so it will first generate one token. So let's run it. So it will first ask me a question like which year I want it. So let me go to 2000, 2001 or 2020, then 02, then 06. Okay, any random date. So we'll just create enter. Now see, it will directly move me to one author. Oh, okay, so sorry, it has taken me one different ID. So let me change it once. Now see, we need to go to this ID. Okay, so here is my like the Spotify is here. Okay, So I want it to be done here. So it took me into one of my different accounts. So it will ask me again. So I will go to 2060606. So this is the random date I've given. Then it will take me to the Spotify accounts. Illegal scope. Okay. So it is giving something scope error. It's giving. So let me check it once. Scope error. Scope. Okay. So this scope needs to be changed. Okay. So it is to be given playlist modify. It should be playlist modify. Then as I am doing it in a private, so I need to write it. Okay, private. Now as the coding is finished, we will now run the program. So let's run it. So it is asking me the date 2010 0508 then 06. So this is a random date I've given. So now what it will do, it will redirect me into this kind of page where I will just need to click agree. Okay, so then it will take to me this. So here we will need to copy the given link here. From here we need to just copy it. Okay, and paste it here. Enter the URL you are redirected to. So just I need to enter it, then enter. Now see, it will loop through each and every song and it will upload it in our Spotify. So see, what was the name of our my timetable is the name of our playlist. Okay, so now when I open my Spotify, now see 2010 0806 my timetable. So see, I've given the date here. So this is how this can be done. And see here we have got each and every things present. We have various kinds of songs which we have got in our billboard. Now this has been directly uploaded to our Spotify and we can just listen and enjoy.